Hey guys, welcome to the Clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 4. I would have got this video out to you guys yesterday, but I had to watch this episode again because honestly, the first time I watched it, I was kind of bored and confused. Arya is like, look, we need to stick together. Let's be family. But she takes off to King's Landing, which I totally understand. I liked her and the Hound getting back together and heading on the road on horseback. Loved it. Didn't understand it from her perspective, except I know that Cersei's on her list, so I do understand that part, but I don't understand why in the past 3 episodes she's been all about family and sticking together, but then she wants to burn the road and says she's never coming back. That was just one little nitpick that I had about it. I absolutely loved the whole beginning and the funeral and the pyres going up. I thought that was spot on and awesome, and them cheering and at the banquet and all that stuff. And I'd liked seeing Daenerys look around the room and seeing that no one is raising a cup to her. Everybody's praising Jon and the Lannisters. The guy who killed her dad is sitting over there laughing with her hand. And you kind of see this going on in her mind. I've already lost one son, meaning the dragon, and I've lost half my army. So you can see the kind of buildup that's going on in her mind because she's not from there. Back in Essos, it was like she was feared, but here it's just like nobody really cares. They toasted to her at the beginning, which I thought was cool by Tormund. But you see that she's just feeling uneasy about everything. And there's something going on with Sansa. Now, I didn't like Dany, being like, look, just don't tell anybody. I understood it. I just didn't like the scene. The scene kind of made me feel uncomfortable for some reason. And she asked Jon not to tell anybody, but he goes right to his sisters and tells them. And then they go and tell Tyrion, and Tyrion tells Varys, which is the absolute wrong thing. I don't know why he did that. Knowing who Varys is and knowing the type of character he is, Tyrion should have known better than to tell him. But I guess he needs somebody to bounce ideas off of, so I guess it's okay. I didn't like, but did like Jaime hooking up with Brienne. I liked the fact that this season has been about Brienne. She gets knighted. She gets some for the first time. Her true love. Well, she thinks that he loves her, which he doesn't. We know that as fans, but she doesn't know it as a character. She thinks that he wants to be with her. But I understand Jaime's got to get to King's Landing so he can get to killing, so he can get to killing Cersei. I think he's going there to save her, and she's going to turn on him, and then he's going to kill her. I think that's just my own personal little, theory. But I was just really trying to understand this episode, why everybody's just going their separate ways now. I mean, I understand it because they only got 2 episodes left. If we would have done it like the rest of Game of Thrones and done 10 episodes, you could have more development into what's going on. It's just like with Dany and her army going back to Dragonstone and getting, shot down by the Scorpions, by the Deus Ex Machina, Euron and his, mysterious ninja boats, just come out of nowhere. And I didn't understand why she couldn't just fly around and just flame them down, especially after they shot all their bolts. It probably takes a minute to reload that sucker. So just turn around and burn them all. You can't because of story. I get it. But gosh, that just really got to my nerve on that. It's like, because if I was riding that dragon, I'd be like, okay, miss, get them, Dracarys! I'd be burning them all down. But anyway, then you cut to the next scene, and they're like 20 soldiers in front of King's Landing, which that's another thing I didn't understand. When they were plotting earlier in the episode, they were talking about how they were going to surround King's Landing. But she's there with like 20 dudes or something. I know it's more than that. I'm under-exaggerating, but I just didn't understand that, really, Cersei could have just won the war in 5 minutes. Just shot all her arrows and then charged out there, shot the bolts at the dragon to keep him at bay, and bam, you're done. But I understand story. They're rushing everything, and I don't like it when they do that. Why do 6 episodes? I mean, I just don't understand. I don't like this whole 6 episode thing. They should have done it in 10 because that's what made Game of Thrones great to me. Is the story and the dialogue. The action, of course, is great, but I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to see who's going to win that throne. But it doesn't need to be rushed. And this episode just totally felt like it was just, everything was just rushed and came to a head. And now we're going to get probably the Mad Queen, Dany, is just going to burn everybody. I think she's done taking advice from her advisors because none of it's working. She's lost everybody. Vasande got her head chopped off. The only person she has on her side is Grey Worm and 20 Unsullied. And I don't know. I know it's more than that. And I don't know. It just threw me for a loop that she would even herself, as a leader, would lead her forces into something that's clearly going to get them killed. But it didn't because Cersei wants to mess with her mind, not because Cersei couldn't. But Cersei really just wanted to mess with her mind because that's what she does. She'll mess with your mind and then she'll mess you up. And that's why I love her character. But anyway, just little nitpicks. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. I liked it, so don't get me wrong. I thought it was fun, but the one major gripe I'm going to have is Jon Snow not petting friggin' Ghost. He's over there whimpering with a bit off ear. He got bit off by a white, probably. And he just hasn't paid attention to him for seasons. I mean, and it was because of him that they even were with the Starks. So that I just didn't understand. He looks at him. Ghost is like whimpering to him. It was kind of sad. And then he just goes, bah, and just like walks off. I was mad. If I would have been there, I would have tackled Jon Snow and been like, "What's wrong with you, man? That's your freaking dog." And he's just like, take him up there, take him up beyond the wall where there's no food, and let him run around up there. I just didn't understand all that. But little nitpicks, guys, little nitpicks. I know we're grinding down to 2 more episodes, but they really should have addressed something with Ghost. At least have him go up there and go, "Hey, go with Mormon boy. Go with Mormon," and pat him on his butt and send him on his way. Anything. 10 seconds. But what, you can't shoot 10 seconds of that? I don't know. It just really made me really mad. But anyway, little nitpicks. Really enjoyed the episode overall. Love Brienne's thing. I love Arya and the Hound heading. We're going to get Clegane Bowl. I think Arya is going to try to kill Cersei. Cersei's going to get the jump on her and kill her. I hope that doesn't happen. Arya is my favorite character in the show. So I hope that doesn't happen, but I'm calling it. I think that's what's going to go down. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this episode. We only have 2 more left, so let's see what's going to be coming. Hey guys, let me know what you thought of this episode and leave your predictions down below in the comments below. And remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!